Hi there. So for this week, I want to talk about something that I saw the other day. It was a little saying, and it said, "Yesterday is heavy, put it down." And it got me thinking about how we all know that living in the present moment, being in the present moment is a much more effective way to live. In fact, there's a whole industry that talks about living in the present moment and the benefits of living in the present moment. We've heard about living in the present moment actually through spiritual teachings, through philosophical lectures, through song. It's sort of imbued our lives, sort of surrounded our lives for a long time. And yet sometimes, because it's so present in our lives, we sometimes ignore it. We don't really take it at full value. We don't really see all of the merits around really contemplating whether or not we are living in the present moment. And sometimes it's even hard to know, well, how do I even do something like that? Now, when I saw that saying, "Yesterday is heavy, let it go," or put it down, rather, I reflected in that moment. I thought, wow, am I carrying around yesterday with me today? And when I say yesterday, it can be literally yesterday, the issues, whatever I was thinking about, my experiences from yesterday. But it can also mean like yesterday's yesterday and yesterday's yesterday. Because how often do we actually carry with us in this moment all of our thoughts and experiences and heaviness and problems from years, days before? And what I think we don't often consciously realize is how that blocks us from how effective and how beautifully we can dance with the present moment, how we have a natural ability to improvise our life in real time, and how that can sometimes get blocked up. The energy can sometimes be stifled when our focus is on yesterday and the weight of yesterday, and how it imbues how we function in today. So when I heard this, I did reflect. I sat down and I sort of reflected, and I thought, am I carrying around yesterday's weight? And I realized I was. And I put it down. And when I put it down, I realized that I did have lightness to me. There was a playfulness. There was an opportunity to see whatever I was dealing with today for what it was in real time, and not for what I thought it was given all of my experiences from yesterday and the day before and the day before and whatever was coming up, whatever story I was making everything mean. Suddenly, without all that backstory, I was free to see it in a new way. I was free to have a lightness and a playfulness around it. And I could dance with it. And I could also use whatever common sense and wisdom came up to me in real time. I had that freedom to use that effectively for whatever I was dealing with in the day. There was such a lightness, there was such a levity. I keep using that word because I don't know how else to describe it. But without the heaviness that I carried with me, the day looked completely different. So I want to suggest to you that you take a moment. Consider, am I carrying around yesterday's weight? And if so, it's okay. You can let it go and see what happens. Till next week. Bye.